Hello and welcome to This Old Arcade. I'm Tim. Today we're going to finish up our Rush 2049 project. It's taken me a few weeks. Have been delayed because of this little battery here. It's data backup and a little crystal. I had ordered this from a distributor and got it, and the battery was dead. I actually had installed it and didn't realize until I was programming the machine that it was dead. Called them up, they sent me a second battery, and it was dead. So then I ordered a third battery off of eBay, off of some company, and it came and it had about 2.75 volts on it, and it works fine. It's actually in the machine right now, but I'm going to show you how to pull it on and put it off. We're actually going to measure the voltage with my meter. And then we're also going to install the T-molding on our seat here, and that should finish up this project. Coming up in the near future, we're going to look at customer's Asteroids Deluxe board. This came out of a Cabaret Asteroids Deluxe. The customer brought me power supply, motherboard, and the monitor. The monitor had a bad bridge rectifier on the display board, on the deflection board. Did some repair work on the resistors for the plus-minus sense circuit for the power supply, but the real problem is this edge connector here. It is dirty and worn out, and I told the customer it would be nothing but problems. One of the pins here is just burned right off. So we're going to replace this edge connector. We're going to add a little extension on here and make it all new connections, so it's not heating up or causing problems when he replugs it into his machine. So stay tuned, and I think we'll take a look at this battery on here first and show you what's going on with that. Alright, so before we get into the battery and the Rush here, I've got another little preview for you. This is a barnyard find. I was looking around for a cocktail table I want to use in a restaurant location, and came across somebody who had this under their porch for God knows how many years. Covered, there was a scorpion on the top when I dusted everything off. It's supposed to be a 1942. It's got a little Romstar sticker and plexiglass on both sides. Cocktail table's in really good shape. Bally Midway. So my first thought is, oh, it's maybe a Gallagher and his Pac-Man, but it's not. I have no idea what it was, and that's what I want to do, is do a little detective work and find out what this used to be. So we're going to do an episode just on this baby right here. We're going to get it cleaned up and working and figure out what it was. So we'll see where that goes. All right, we're behind the Rush here. I'm going to flip this off. We're going to open up our little cage here. Okay. Now, I'll move the camera in closer here. Here's our battery here. So I'm going to pop that off. We'll measure the voltage on it, and I'll show you how to put it back on. Alright, so I've got my meter set up here. I'm on the DC volt range. I'm just going to kind of use my finger in here and gently pop up. This little guy will just snap right off of there. So you got the bottom with the 4 pins there. We're going to measure this here, see what kind of voltage we're getting. Yeah, now that it's been running in the game, I'm running, I've got my leads reversed there. It should be 3.013 volts. So, looks like that's negative, that's positive there, and then your pin 1 position is this dot over here. So, and that goes like that on the board. I'm just going to snap that back on. We'll go around front. Simple as that. Go around front, we'll reprogram everything, and then move on to our T-molding. Alright, so we're out front here. Let me flip the power on. Now it should come up asking me to calibrate the controls. I think at some point we're going to upgrade the hard drive on this to add the extra tracks. So here we got it. Invalid clock settings, press test to change clocks. To change clock, I'm going to calibrate these pedals here. Calibration complete. Hit our abort to go into the track mode. Okay, we're in a track mode. I'm going to go into test mode now. Alright, actually I'm going to grab my telephone so I can get the correct time. Probably not that important to set the time on this, but I'm going to do it anyhow. So first thing you notice, it doesn't have the error message there. Battery needs to be replaced. So we know we're good. Our date's Friday, January 1st, 1998. That was a little while ago. So I'm going to go in. First thing I'm going to do is set the clock here. Year 1998. It'll go backwards. Alright, let's see here. Go all the way up to 2015. 15. Oh, 15. Okay. And there we go. Month. 0. This is April. There's April. Kind of confusing adjusting this with the configuration of this button here. It made more sense on the San Francisco rushes. Let's see, today is April 11th, so it's 6:29 p.m. 11th. It's Saturday, so this is the 6th day. Hour 6 plus 12, it's 18, so this is hour 18. I'm going to do this 29, and don't worry about the seconds. So to save this, I'm going to hit reverse, and then there, Saturday, April 11th, 2015, 18:29. I think the next thing I'm going to do is go in, we'll do our adjust volume. I'm going to lower the gain. And the attract mode, I'm going to take that all the way down. We don't need the attract mode on. And then save that. And then options, what do we have in options here? Factory defaults, high scores. Keep all that the same. And then difficulty lapse, I'm not going to mess with that. Coin options. We're going to pricing options. We're going to set this on free play. There you go. And we'll exit to game. Okay, that should be it. We can put the back door on the game and not have to go back there for a while. So next, let's set up and we'll do this T-molding on the seat. That's going to be a little more detail going into that. All right, so I've got the seat detached. I've got my 20-foot roll of yellow T-molding. Got this off of eBay, I think for about 10 bucks, free shipping. And some diagonal cutters. So I'm gonna tip this thing over on a cart that I have here. Just lay it down on its side. Get it back over this way. We'll do the easy side first. The other side I have to remove the shifter to do. Let's see if I can get this up here a little bit better. So I'm gonna start on the bottom and work my way around. So I'm gonna have a seam right here. Looks like somebody nailed that in place, so I may have to remove those nails. Pull this old stuff off here. Oh yeah, those are, actually that's a really good idea. They're shank nails. That's going to grip really well into the particle board. Yeah, they just did it on the bottom. I may pull those and put those back in to keep that stuff from coming out. Let's see here. Grab a pair of pliers. Oh yes, and I have a couple of Basset Hound helpers. There's one. Pull these out. These grip really well in there. Gosh. That's it's kind of a ringed shank on the nail rather than a smooth coated nail. That's really a good idea. But it's great here because it's out of view. Okay, so I think I'm clear here. I did try to charge up those other two batteries that the distributor sent me by letting them run in the game for several hours, and it didn't help. Okay. Doing good T-molding on your cabinet isn't just cosmetic, it helps save the integrity of the wood, especially particle board. It can be so susceptible to little hits or dings. It'll chip off real easily. I always prefer plywood cabinets, but you can't always be choosy on what a certain manufacturer used. But whenever I built anything on my own, control panels or even the little cabinet we did, I used plywood. So I'm just going to start here in the middle and work my way around. Let's see how this goes in. I'm going to go grab a little block and a hammer to tap on it with. Okay. This is tax week coming up here, and it's also ZapCon week. So this is part of one of the scrap from one of the trophies we made for ZapCon. Oh. Now I'm going to take my diagonal cutter here and I'm going to nibble out a little bit. I'll do this on a piece for you so you can kind of see what I'm doing to get around these corners. Luckily this is tight enough that I'm having to tap it in, but it's terrible when these grooves get widened out and your molding doesn't fit tight. So just for the corner, I'm going to gently tap with the hammer. This is really, really very easy to do. You want that tight so it pulls tight up against the whole frame here, and it gives the rest of the molding some support. Got a little higher up before I nibble the rest of this here. That's good. This is this is a little wider angle than 90. This is a little steeper than 90 here. So some of the tighter corners, sometimes you have to take out a little more material. Take it a little more in there. Just to make it around this sharp corner here. Okay. I think we're in good shape now. Probably gonna have to run a little wood filler in here. And a little bit of paint, but I like to do that after the T-molding's in, because if you have to fill these corners in, it gives you a form. And I know some people use Bondo for these. I've always used wood filler. I've had good luck with that. I think at some point I'm going to experiment with some Bondo for some tougher projects. This is it's a little challenging here with the seat edge here. I can't get quite head on with it, so I'm just kind of angling it in. Good and tight. When I do control panels, I've got a router bit that cuts that groove, which is real easy to do. It gives your control panels a nice finished edge. Go around the front here. Now this is a little wider angle here. Shouldn't have to nibble too much. I try to pick the center of the angle and kind of do a vector to try to figure out where the middle of my cuts need to be, and I nibble a little on either side in a V from that point. So I think that's just about right there. Now this is a very open angle here. Let me move the camera in a little bit closer so you can get a tighter view on that. Okay, let's see here. Move that back. Get my cart to cooperate. Yeah, you see that wide angle there. I might just do one little notch in the middle to give it some relief. Yeah, like that. There. It forms around that real nicely there. So now we're just on the home stretch here. I've got 90-degree angle here. I'm going to vector that, pull it back a little bit, and do my nibbling here. And right around the corner. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to cut this a little back. There. We'll tap this in with a hammer. We're finished. I think I'm going to finish off and drive these shank nails in here. I really like that idea. That'll keep, if any of this ever separates, it's going to come loose here on the bottom. It's going to fall off, get loose on the sides, and then it all comes off. Nice. They're look like they're a paneling nail. It's got a finished head on the front, and it's got the little dimple in it where you could use a nail punch to push it in, like a smooth shape finishing nail. There's two. Three. And four. Great. All right, let's do the other side. All right, so I've got it flipped up on the other side here. We're going to remove the bezel here, or the shifter. Get the shifter out of the way, because some of that T-molding goes right underneath it. There's two more screws here. I think this is a Torx T15 security Torx. Okay, that cover comes off. And then we've got two larger Torx here. And get that out of the way. Actually, there's three. There's one or two on top. Maybe there's four. Okay. Now that our seat slider works, we can get the seat out of the way so I can actually get this off. Here you see the switches and this whole assembly here. You probably noticed it's the same parts as Cruis'n USA. California Speed, and that was used on a lot of games. So it's easy to find parts for. There's little clips here that snap off and break, and there's 4 screws. You pull that plate off and you put a new, it's like a horseshoe spring. Real easy to work on. A lot easier than the old pole position shifters. Is that it? What's holding me? Oh gosh, there's a 5th one in front. It's a much better bracket design than the original San Francisco Rush. I'd always have those crack on me and have to re-weld them. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and just disconnect this, get it completely out of the way. Alright, let's start pulling off the old molding here. We've got those screws in. I said screws, I meant nails. And on this side it looks like somebody had put those same nails on the front and the top, and they painted them yellow. Instead of having, oh look, there's a smooth nail there. I am not putting those back in. I'll put the good ones in on the bottom. This is just, oh yeah, wow. They used some kind of epoxy to hold that in there. Okay. Have to dig that out. Looks like they did a repair there. So I'm gonna clean this up and give you guys a break while I prepare to just add the new T-molding here, while I dig some of this junk out of here. Here at this old arcade, we try to get the bugs out of all of our arcade machines.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Alright, got a bug or a wasp on it, and there goes one right there. Alright, so I'm gonna spray and we're gonna run. See how it goes.
I think you killed the Area 51. Jeez, it's like raining poison down on the game.
I know.
That's alright. Oh shit. I think they might be dead.
Oh, there's one right there. Flying around. Oh, they're flying away.
Yeah, they won't live long. That doesn't go as far as I thought it would. Yeah, I see him flying out and away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you probably got it pretty good.
I gotta
here.
hit the nest.
Oh.
So they won't.
So they won't come back.
Right. And after that, we gotta. Alright, I'm going closer. Wish me luck. Yeesh.
I think you did it.
Woo!
You kicked their asses.
Yeah. Stupid wasps.
Cool.
I hate them.
All right, we've got this all cleaned up here, so we'll start putting a new molding in. Actually, I had to just go empty the memory on my camcorder. The newer HD stuff we've been shooting with, we use a camcorder that uses P2 memory cards, and P2 memory is pretty expensive, so I've only got 32 gigabytes in the camcorder, which is about 34 minutes of video. The SD stuff we shoot with the big camera, I've got up to 184 minutes that I can tape on that. And I have a Basset Hound helper here. Helping me put the T-molding in. Yeah, so this week we're going to be pretty busy making sure all of our machines are working well for our tournament at ZapCon, which is going to start next Friday. So we'll be busy making sure buttons and monitors and power supplies and all that good stuff is working up to par. It's pretty challenging to tape and shoot some of this stuff in a way that the viewers can figure out what's going on. It's nice to have a couple of people, somebody to run camera. It's hard to do it with just one person. This other side. This corner here, they've done a repair, and it looks like they may have used Bondo in there. They did a good job, but they didn't leave a groove for the molding. So I'm going to trim some of the T back here. So it'll lay flat in there. Just using a little X-Acto knife here. I think when I have it stretched around, it'll lay okay. It's the way they had it before. It seemed to be fine. Pretty close there. Okay, good. If I don't like the way it looks, it's not too difficult. I can go back and redo it. No, I think that's going to be fine. Just going to put some tension down this way while I tap it in, keep that corner tight. Good. Oh yeah. Does a good job. It's another little dog-eared corner there. I'm going to have to throw a little wood putty on, sand it, and kind of blend the paint in. Okay. All right. Oh gosh. I've got. Okay. Nibble this in here. Sorry about that. I had my microphone turned off there. But this camcorder, it'll record 4 channels of audio, and there's a stereo microphone on it, so it should have caught the other channel. If not, we'll just speed this video up. Alright, almost done. Cut this about there. 20-foot roll, 1 seat. That's all I had left. It's about 5.5 feet. So for 1 foot at 1 seat, it almost took, let me estimate here. It's right at 16 feet, 6 feet. Probably took 14 feet to do this 1 seat. Okay, I'm going to run those paneling nails in here. Give this a good remount the shifter. Let's see, I got my torque bits over here. But before I do that, I'm going to show you kind of how I cut this. So you've got your T here. It's kind of a, it's got ridges on it that grip the wood. So I'll take this here, and usually I'll do kind of an angle and an angle. That out. Do another one. I'll do up to 3 of these, or maybe 4 if it's a really broad outside curve. And then you can see that allows it to come together like that, and that forms a nice 90-degree angle. So you have these little teeth that go in and grab into the groove on the corner of your wood. So that's how I do it. This is going to be exciting to get this thing together, and maybe we'll play a game and I'll show you guys one of the really cool features I like on this. If you ever go to an arcade and you got a short person, a little kid, who cannot reach the steering wheel and the pedals at the same time, the software engineers at Atari were really thinking ahead on this one. If you start your game and you wait a few seconds, we'll find out how many, and the machine doesn't detect any accelerator pedal action, it'll set that accelerator pedal at maximum, and the car will just take off, and you can play through the whole game, and the computer will run the gas pedal for you. So it's perfect for little kids that can sit there and steer and not reach the pedals. That's one problem we always had with Cruis'n USA. The little kids couldn't really play it unless the parents there pushing the gas pedal for them. Okay, got that on there good and tight. Get the bezel here. Remount that. And then we'll reassemble the seat, start back up. There's some other preset codes you can enter into the keypad to do various things with the other cars. There's some preset cars that have, let's say, so many miles on them, and different features, little cheat codes you can enter, so it's just a cool game. Okay. I'm going to reset the camera here. All right, so bolts to the seat. My torque spit. There you go. I am going to plug this in before I switch the machine on, which should already be on free play because we replaced the battery. we're gonna go watch Fast and Furious Part 7 tonight, so it's fitting that I work on a race game like this. Turn this on while I'm screwing the seat back in. All right. Our little basset hound buddies were barking at a cat outside. Got everything booted up. Came right up to free play. Okay, we're all back together. I'll show you. Come in over here. So yeah, the seat looks great with the new T-molding. We'll just do the touch-up on the corner there. So let me show you this gameplay feature that I think is so cool. Let's say that can't reach the pedals, but I can do this here. Hit abort, and I'm gonna do. Oh wait. Let's do just the novice track. Pick the easy car. Automatic. You can even choose this here. So I'm just going to sit there, rolling back a little bit, and it takes off. No gas pedal. And you can play well through the whole course without using your gas pedal. If you had selected standard shift, it would switch it to automatic for you. I'm still going through these tracks trying to find all the coins. The Alcatraz track, I've been able to find all 100 coins and kind of looped around. I've got over 200 coins in that. Take a shortcut here. See, I'm in third place. See if I can take this other shortcut here. Don't crash. Oh man. I'm trying to do it without brakes, so. Fourth. All right, we'll do one more game, and I'll use the gas pedal. Screen. Okay. I'll do the joining thing here. Let's see. Oh. There, I got the right code in. I've got 646 miles. Let's see, let's do the advanced. I've got the extra car. The automatic. I haven't played this much. Cool little shortcut. It puts you in first place right away. Did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that either. Some of the videos I've seen of this on YouTube, the guys that play this are really good. It takes a lot of practice to get this down. Have to just kind of screw around on a lot of games to try to find all the hidden routes and passages. Like on this track, I've only found 31 points so far. There's 69 of them somewhere I haven't found. They have them in random places. I wanted to go that way. No! I got it here. I don't think I'm gonna make it. No. All right, so that's it. I'll probably do another video on this one when I do the upgrade on it. If you're curious, so far I've put $250 into the cabinet. We put another $90 into the monitor. Let's see, 250, 90, that's 340. $20 for the T-molding. That's 40, 360. The battery was $12. That's 372. What else do I have into this? Oh, the little bulb here for this was probably another $8. That's 380. So all total, we've got a really nice, nice looking machine with a good monitor for $380. It's a lot of fun. It's a great machine. If you ever find one, I'd suggest grab it if you can. Well, thanks for joining us here at this little arcade, and we'll see you soon. Still really have no idea what this thing was. I'm gonna pull the glass off here and see if there's anything. They've got the underlay painted black. Let's see if there's anything underneath that might indicate what it might have been. You know, the serial number is in the 300s, and I know the joystick was mounted on the left-hand side of the control panel. Really, I think it was a Bally MCR2 system, but it has an edge connector instead of the connectors of the MCR2 system. Yeah, somebody might have replaced that.